the Kitchen Obsessed podcast.
Restaurants should know better than anyone. It's hard to scale hospitality.
Because that customer experience starts before you walk into those four walls.
Because there's all these different constraints, inflation, labor, you name it on the industry.
Our managers are exhausted because at the end of the day, they're not managing people, they're not managing customers, they're managing notifications, emails, text messages, dashboards.
Is that a problem, or is that just part of the system we need to accept?
The labor issues that are facing the restaurant industry are real. And they're like, if you don't deploy this, I have to shut my doors.
We live in a digital world. Digital relevance is everything.
Take a deep dive back and say, what are you trying to accomplish? And see if that technology is a benefit or a hindrance to get you to your goal.
If you're going to be spending time doubling down on a specific third party, spend that time on your own brands. That's where your experience and your brand is solely being put on the line. That's where you want to invest the absolute best experience.
Humans versus robots.
Robotics is a big word that seems unapproachable to a lot of people. Like, well, okay, that's for only the big guys and the big brands out there. But that's not true.
But how can we be smarter about the technology solutions we have implemented? How can they work for us rather than against it?
50 years ago, you had 5 people standing in the back of your restaurant doing the dishes by hand, one by one. Now today, everyone's got a commercial dishwasher. That is automation.
Automation, a vending machine is automation. Drive-through drink machines.
How do we make sure that they don't have to make 3 trips to the table to close the check? They can do it in one visit.
And then there's AI.
Artificial intelligence.
These are the things that dynamically tell employees or guests what to do.
This allows us to not only help the guest, but also help the employees in the restaurant.
Hey, go into this drive-through line, not that drive-through line. Or, hey, cook this product now because you're about ready to run out.
And, the business we're in is really about people and serving guests.
I'm talking about human beings.
Creating tech for the sake of tech is not always the answer. Sometimes you just need to roll up your sleeves and get some shit done.
If we're just taking inputs and we're adding recipes and converting them into plates and therefore revenue, we're in the manufacturing business alone. And the work is much too difficult. That if that's all there is, I'm out.
Please let us know what subjects you'd like discussed by emailing us at podcast@freshtechnology.com. We'll look at hosting an industry expert to discuss it, or maybe even you.
So quantitative is generally where I start. I'm also biased because I'm a quantitative person. But yeah, my plan is generally to start quantitatively pulling a bunch of data, whether that's clicks, page views, interactions, journeys, and pathways. Break it down by the different types of customers we have, what they're doing over time. Combine that with color that we learn from the UXR interviews, right? Because we don't know why users are interacting highly with a specific product. It could be for a good reason, but it could also be for a bad reason.